Welcome to the Neutral Neophyte. I'm your host, Harvey Dent, and I am about to have a defining moment on YouTube. After over half a decade searching countless rabbit holes, explored, hell, I even burrowed a few rabbit holes, researching and investigating countless false claims, vetting information and data, in order to ensure that any information I shared with you was fact-based information. After all that, I have finally found the key to grant anyone that can go through this process access to their estate. Now, before doing anything, I would like to give a huge thank you to the channel members of the channel, especially Ms. Marshall and Lip206, the neutral level members of the channel. Thank you for your support. I'm sorry I don't offer very many perks of being a member of the channel, but you get to say you support someone that is controversial in his own right for supporting the truth. Now, before we get too deep and thick into things, I would like to take a little trip down memory lane to help remind everyone how we got to where we are at this point in time. Well, how I got to where I am at this point in time, and why or how I have been able to unlock the puzzle that is the estate. Now, many of you may not have heard of me before 2016 or 2017, but before that, I was already on the trail of the estate and the birth certificate and all of the wrongs that we have been subjected to, at the start of our lives. I started researching back in 2013 and then took a little break. So I've been on the scene for a while and have seen the players on YouTube that are part of this genre, the redemption, birth certificate redemption genre, the process pushing, paperwork pushing, genre. Of course, over the last year, they've added a little depth to their charts, thanks to Christopher Hauser and the people that followed him onto the scene with their 1099A and their letter of acceptance. You got Coach MT, Financial Impact, Lifestyle Augmenters. What the hell, Lifestyle Augmenter? Okay. You got the MWEDU. Now, this guy could not figure his way out of a paper bag, but he is going to sit up here and tell everyone how to file 1099As to buy cars. Also at Jarrett Realty Investors, another channel that just sprung up from out of nowhere. When Chris Hauser came around, pretty much spouting the same thing that Chris Hauser was spouting. And they gained such a following and so many people watching these videos talking about what people were doing with no proof. Now, High Frequency Radio, Yusef El, he's been around for a long time, since before, Christopher Hauser. And he, again, is another one of these people that, wants to help you overstand your place in the world. Eon, I guess they forgot that they sent him to jail because he's active on his channel again. Another one that's been around for at least 5 or 6 years and can never really, deliver a point to complete any paperwork. And then we have a deprogrammed enlightener. He was mentioned by Chris Hauser, by name. These people, they never mention my name because they don't want to direct anyone to me, but they all mention each other's name. And there's another old school cat that many of you may not even know of, Tex Mason. Tex Mason's been around since 2013, and again, he bounces stuff back and forth to Yusef El and these other people. So, I mean, could the name be any more obvious? Huh? All these people claim to know the way to help you make the transition from public to private. Let's not forget everyone's favorite and the most notable and memorable of the paperwork pushers, Heather Ann Tucci, with her Factualized Trust and OPP Trust. She supposedly helped Randall Bean get over $30 million in CDs and then cash them out the very next day. Then had nerve to point to my video and say I was the reason they did what they did. I don't recall anyone else being able to manifest cash from their Federal Reserve account that we were tapping into at the time. Now, I know that information about the Federal Reserve didn't fall into my lap on accident. everything happens for a reason. There was some reason I was given that information to share. Unfortunately, I do not believe that it was to show you the pathway to any kind of freedom. At least not as far as your debt or stolen names are concerned. The only freedom I can offer you is the freedom of the burden from the knowledge that you possess. Because there's no way to access the estate. Not as an entity pretending to be a trustee, not as an entity pretending to be executor. There is no way to access the estate. There is no way that registered citizen name can be anything other than a citizen within this system. The citizen will be under the control of the governing body. Now that should be a common sense fact, and there's no way around admitting it. Another observation one might make is that it only took, 3 documents for us to be in the position we're in, and these packages require how many different filings and documents in order to undo all that's been done? It's unrealistic. And there's no rhyme or reason. There's no set method that is proven. Everyone has their own method. Tex Mason has the IRS master file. You got 1099A and conditional acceptance and Chris Hauser and his team of people. And you got everyone just running with their noses wide open, wondering who the next guru's going to be that's going to come, give them some financial freedom. Not even realizing for a second that these are all distractions. It is a distraction. The knowledge and the fact is there. Yes, our names were stolen at birth, but the whole existence of an estate and the possibility of somehow accessing it when there is no way that you would be able to, it is chasing an impossibility. It is wasting your time and energy and effort, intentions on an existence not based in reality, because the existence is solely focused on finance or money. Money is not real. Government is not real. Your name that was registered is not real. These are all fictions. The only estate you have to access, the only real thing there is your spirit. The only status correction that needs to be made is that from an entity that can only resonate within the fiction that it believes is reality to a being guided by spirit and in touch with its true estate. Until you find your truth, keep looking.